Hi, I'm back with another video. And in this video, I did a review. Well, I've just finished watching the video, The Impossible. And this video is a 2012 release of the worst natural catastrophic of our time. This is when that tsunami came in and hit the that island. I think it was in Japan, Indonesia. No, it was an earthquake in Japan. I think this was the one in Indonesia. Well, in this movie was played by the actress Naomi Watts, who's Maria, and then and it shows that Maria got a Best Actress award for. She did play very well in this movie, as well as her oldest son. He played very well too. But you'll see the actress was Naomi Watts. Then it was then it was a little boy, Ewan McGregor, Tom Holland. So who else was in this movie? Well, it was the anyway, I'm looking at the information in the description box. But those are the names that I got who are the actors in the movie. Well, I want to decode the message that I saw in this movie. And decoding of this movie is how the angels, synchronicity, or how different things happen in life that basically the angels are speaking to you. The angels are helping you, in your life struggles. You just have to listen and know that you're getting help and guidance when these things happen. And the first part of the movie, the family, they was on the plane. They was on the plane on vacation. Well, they got to the resort center where they went to the resort center where they had the reservation at. And wow, the mother, she was under this like little tent thing by a glass. And if you look in this part of the picture right here that I saved, this paper fell out of her book when she was on the plane. And she picked it up and put it back in. Now, just as this tsunami is coming in, the page leaves her book again. And this time the page is up against this. So that will be the warning that something is going to happen. And this little boy here with the ball, this ball is going to be seen in the end too. Him with this ball, he knows something happened because they can hear it coming in. You see these two people over here. They all hear it coming. They don't know what it is like because they've never seen anything like that. But as the movie goes, well, that's her. So right here is the paper where this piece of page just keep leaving her book. If you open a book, this page flies out. And there's another part in this movie that I wanted to see. These are the two little boys. These are the two brothers. I want to think this is the little boy named Daniel, the one that Lucas, which is the oldest boy, ended up finding him after much coercion from his mother. See right here, you can see the tsunami is coming in. He is screaming for his dad. Nobody knows what to do because there's no way you can outrun this. So now he sees they see what this is over all wall of water. So now they see what's happening. Now she's caught in the water. She's by herself, and then while she's in the water, she finds her son. They find each other in the water. Now these two is going to be on this journey themselves. And that's one thing about swimming. You learn how to swim, you can survive anything if you're a strong swimmer. So because these two could swim, is how their life was saved. But they kind of lost each other a little bit, but they found each other again. And like you say, they looked like the mother said, they looked out for each other. So now they're climbing this tree in case the waters come back again. And that's the mother and the son. They're looking out for each other. But as I go through this movie, there I'm found by some people that was driving through looking for people. And they going by also picking up dead bodies and taking them into the shelters and whatever. But they also end up finding her and taking her in. And taking her, I think her name's Maria, this guy right here, he doesn't speak any English. And they're the ones that was out there looking for people and found her and her son and the boy named Daniel. Now this is them in the tree sleeping. This is them in the tree sleeping. Let me see, and I don't even know how she got up that tree with us a really busted leg. And so really, now this her trying to get up the tree. And her son is helping her. It was really hard for her. But it's a little boy, Daniel, that I'm looking for. Where he wanted to, just save them, but their mama insisted that she save the little boy. So now they're in town, but what they choose to do, put her, she was bad off, so they put her in a thing on this door. It's like a stretcher. They put her on the stretcher. They end up leaving Daniel behind. And they put her on a stretcher and took her into the part of shelter where it was a makeshift hospital where there are hundreds of people. So she's there getting the help that she needs. Now, so while she's getting help, he's here. And I guess she wanted him to do this, sit there and watch her. She tell him to find something to do. So he went and he went and just started taking names of people, saying, have you seen this guy? Have you seen this person? So he started taking down names and running through the hospital, calling people names to see who found. And he finally found, but this is him and his mom. And she tells him to go find something to do, anything to do. Just to just help somebody. Now, this is a little boy. His dad was looking for him. So his dad was yelling at him about the boy, and he told him to calm down. I'm going to help you. This is the boy's dad right here. So the man went with the boy, but as you tell him, he said, I will find him for you. So that's what he did. He ran around yelling, calling names, taking other names, and the boy ended up answering his name, and he ended up taking his dad to his son. So now that's how he went around and found something to do, to help others besides sitting there staring at his mom, which is what she insisted him to do. But now at this point, he comes back after he done find the man or boy find his mom gone. So he's thinking she's dead. And they said she went into surgery and they operated on her chest, but they didn't operate on her leg, which is pretty bad. But they said she was too weak for both surgeries, so they brought her back. So he ended up being with a bunch of kids, that don't have their parents. And I guess they was trying to find his parents, but I guess they found a lady dead and they wanted to think that she was his mother, but she was not his mother because they took his mother into operation and he didn't know. So now he's sitting there crying thinking his mom's dead. But they eventually realize who his mother is and they're going to take him to his mom. Now out here is the dad. He's yelling, calling Lucas, trying to find Lucas. He already found the two little boys. He found it. One is 5 and one is older. And he said he found one boy that he was in the top of a tree. And the 5-year-old boy was holding on to, what do you call this tree? It was a Hawaiian looking tree, palm tree. He was holding on to a palm tree. So those two were saved. So he ended up sending the two boys, on the truck and trailer that they taking everybody out of town, taking them to shelters. And he told the oldest one, who looked like he may be 7, tell him to look after his brother. He didn't want their dad to leave them again because he always go out looking for them. So that's what he did. He convinced the little boy to look out for your brother, and that's what he did. He looked out for his brother. He sent them with this lady, and he went back and he out here. He looking for his wife Maria, and he ended up getting on a Now I think here is where he's telling this little boy here, to look out for his 5-year-old brother because he's gonna have to send them on while he looked for his mom and his brother. And he did that. It was something else. Just going through all of this muck. I guess he just had faith. The thing is, whatever going on in your life, you stay focused on what your goal is. This is what I want. And if you stay focused on that, the universe finds a way to make that happen. And in this case, the universe found a way to make it happen. And there was several things going on in between. Now, this is the lady that he sent the two boys with. But after a certain point, because she weren't the mother, they took the two little boys. And when he got there, he said they took the boys. So they sent the boys with other little kids to look around and find their mother, families, or whatever. Now this is him out here just walking the road, just looking for his wife. And a truck came up, and they pick him up, tell him to get on the ride. So that's how he got out of that area. And they rode around to all the shelters and makeshift hospitals. And this is the dude that ended up sticking with him. And they went together to help find his wife. And they the one the first guy, he actually used his phone. The man said, I only got a little bit of battery life left and I'm saving that for my family to call me. But when he got with this guy, they asked him, had he called home? He said no, he didn't have a phone. So he said he got a little bit of battery left, but he let him use his phone to call his dad and let his dad know what happened. And he broke down and hung up the phone. And then they told him, don't let it end like that. So he called his dad back to let him know that I'm going to find her. I think it was her dad. But I'm going to find her. And he said, I'm going to do everything to find her. And I'm going to find him. And he said, and I'm going to call you back when I find her. Dad said, okay. And so that's what he did. These two went off, to find his wife. And this is them letting him use the phone. I think it's her dad. But anyway, he did that. And then, they kind of like moved on. And just, and as they move on, just, not really. I can't remember what this lady's story is about, but getting close to the end is where the decoder will start. Now this is him after let me see. Yeah, this is the truck. I think this is the truck that the kids. Yes, okay. Now we close to the end. So let me see. So these are the bodies that they go around and pick up the bodies, and now this is her after this is her. I think this is her before she goes into her last surgery. But before her last surgery, she let me see. They're out there. See, I'm just going to the point where I want. Now this is him in the hospital. I think he is going around, asking people, is this your name or whatever? And they saying no. This is him going around helping. Here is the two little boys. They was on that. I guess this is the truck that they were on. Just all the kids are taken to a particular place because they don't know where the parents are. But these are two little boys after they was taken away with other kids, to get them help. And then here, let me see what this is about. Okay. This is him running through the place. Oh, this is the way the two brothers found each other. Now, when I go back to here, this is where the two little brothers are. They are taking them off. And why the other brother, big brother, was trying to find, because he had seen his dad, but they kept missing each other. And that's what got him out there looking. He recognized his dad's legs. And then he started screaming his dad, running all across, the place trying to find his dad. But his dad didn't hear him, nor did he see him. So he's in here looking for his wife. And the boy, in this area here, he ended up seeing his dad. So he started screaming his dad, running, trying to find his dad. Well, he couldn't find his dad, so he's running out here looking for his dad. He couldn't find he done lost his dad because his dad is gone. He had 5 minutes because his place had already everybody had already done searched that place, but this is the one place he hadn't searched yet, and it was the last place, and he asked them to give him 5 minutes while he go look for his wife. So they gave him the 5 minutes, and they end up finding each other. But how they end up finding each other? While the dad was just all over the place looking for the mother, the son happened to spot his dad in these crowds of people. So he saw his dad running. They keep missing each other. Then wow, he's out looking for his dad. His dad is done. He done look all the whole place, and now he's going back to the truck that he came on. And he told the people that he told them. They said, "Did he find her?" He said, "No." So he got on the truck, and the two little boys, because one had to go they was ready to drive off. The little boy had to pee so bad that he was just jumping, so he jumped off and went running, to release himself. So while he released himself, they finally went back to the truck with just the kids on it, and then the truck he was on with just adults, men and women. So while both went back on the truck, he's still, the son, Lucas, he's still out there. Lucas is still out there trying to find him, but he don't spot his dad. Now he can't find him, so he just stopped and just looked all around, and he just put out a loud scream. I ain't trying to alarm my house up because I don't want to hear the noise. So he just let this loud scream, Dad. So when he screamed Dad, the two little boys that had already gotten back on their truck heard him, and they started screaming Lucas. Two little boys started screaming, Lucas. And chills came over my body. I'm like, oh my goodness. So the two little boys ran off the truck, and all the other kids on there just staring like, oh. He found his brother, and see, they hadn't found any family due to the looks on their faces precious. So the two little boys just running through the shelter place, running to Lucas. Lucas hugging them. Then the dad already got back on the truck. And what did the dad see? This red ball that Lucas played with at the resort just come rolling across the place. Right, okay. He looked at the ball. I said, he gonna get off. I said, 'cause that ball, see, that ball is what I call the code. The ball is a synchronicity, or the angels, the guardians who are there all around us helping us. That ball was a message for them that Lucas is here. So they didn't show him got off, but he got off. But while Lucas just couldn't find it, but both trucks were about to drive off. And that's when Lucas just stopped looking around because he couldn't find him. He just screamed, Dad, hope his dad would hear him. And the two little brothers heard him. So him stopping right then and there was another synchronicity from his synchronicity for the angels guardian getting that message to him that just stop and scream near hear you. When he screamed that, and the two little brothers heard him. Now, while they running and they came to him and they're hugging here, the dad just come walking up, and he looked up and saw the dad. He screamed Dad and took off running, and then the two little brothers took off running behind him. And now Lucas finally found his dad. So now the whole family don't find each other. And then now Lucas takes him to his wife, their mother, and she's really weak, so they're about to take her into surgery. So but at this point here, he gets to see her before she goes into surgery. So now she has every reason to live. Well, she had reason to live because she always had Lucas with her. She always had Lucas with her. So they operated on her, she pulled through the surgery. And they're all, they're all down the hall as they're rushing her into surgery. And they're sitting there waiting while she's in surgery. And then she finally comes out of surgery. And her and this other lady that was there too, she kind of helped this lady. She told her son to turn her over because they were both choking, throwing up, whatever. I guess that seaweed got into their body. And he told her to roll her over or she'll die because of what was coming out of her body. Because she's a doctor. So she basically understands what to do. And those two kind of comfort each other there a little bit. And they're giving her the medication to take her out, and she says she want to wake up. Well, she's going to wake up. So now this is why she's on the surgery. She's going back through all of this, how she caught up in all that water, how she went back through all of that and how she got through it. And now they're on the plane because the mayor or somebody, because he's a well-known doctor. So look at some mayor or somebody came. They said they're taking her to Singapore so she can get the best care. So now they got them on a medic plane, all of them on a plane, and they're on their way to Singapore. And here, he's with her. He said he had something to tell her, and he told her that he saw Daniel, which is a little boy that he wanted to leave behind. He wanted to leave because it was about saving them, but she didn't. Like she said, what if it was your two brothers? He said they're dead. But he finally went over there and listened, and they looked and found a little boy up on all of this. He looked like he about 3. And they took him and put him up in the tree, and he told her while he was in the hospital he saw Daniel. And he said, and he said, and somebody was holding him, and he said it was probably his dad. So I guess and that just made her feel good because when they put him on the plane, they he he was so focused on his mom that he made absolutely certain that they did not separate him from her. So they put the both of those in there, but Daniel was not hers. Therefore, Daniel was left behind. But they all end up at the same place. They all end up at the same place. So now they're getting locked into their seat belts and they're taking off. So, with that little bit of review of the movie, what I got from the movie is whatever you're going through in life, like this family, you stay focused. They stayed focused on the goal. The goal was for three of them to rejoin and get back together. And the universe, the angels, the synchronicity with the ball, that red ball was in the end that got that dad back off the truck. And there was other things too that was making them go that would happen, and they would change. It would change what they were doing and go a different way based on what synchronistic thing we call something unusual happen, like a ball just out of nowhere just gonna bounce across the yard and all these people. A red ball just like the one his son had at the resort. There was a couple of other things that happened too. But all of these things come together. This family got back together through all of that. It was a very touching, very touching movie. And I looked at it and I saw how the universe works. You know, if you focus, it's just whatever you want in life. If you focus on what you want in life, guardians, your angels, ancestors, however we see them, they're there to help us. We have to see me. My synchronicity are numbers. I see numbers in sequence. I see 333s all the time, every day around the same time. Sometimes I see 4 4s, or I see 44 or 33, 7 then I see 12 12, 17 17, and then I be seeing 10 17, which is my birthday. And it's just all of these coming along because the situation that you're in, whatever way, the universe, the angels, your ancestors, your guardians, they are there to help us through everything. We just have to hear them. And since they can't speak to us, they use synchronicity numbers. Sometimes it's a old song or something that come into your head when you just have to learn yourself and figure the messages out that they're trying to tell you. But in this right here, when that red ball came through, it was easily to decode what that ball meant, because the ball is what the boy had at the beach, and then this ball ended up there. So that was it. But anyway, that's it for this video. And I will be back with another video with more of Pixie Life perspective. Bye.